Yep.
Can you hear me?
Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm a couple of seconds late. We're busy having a chat in the background there. Right, let's bring the guys in. So tonight we've got JP. We've got Chicken McSuggets. And we've got Mark, Gentleman Turner, or Gentleman Wood Turner.
When he's cleaning windows.
When he's turning spindles.
It's going to be one. It's going to be one of them nights. Right, what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're going to do a bit of texturing. So I've actually got 3 things planned. Whether we get them done or not's a different matter. I'm going to show you how to do a spiral on a wine goblet stem or a goblet stem. How to do a spiral on the outside of a box, and also doing some texture on a bowl and maybe a bit of colour. So we'll see how we get on with that lot.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Change camera.
Asking for much, aren't you?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've found when using any of the texturing tools, as well, if you can get a close-grained wood. I've got a piece of ash on here. It's not that close-grained, but hopefully it'll work. For the box, I've got a piece of sycamore. And for the bowl, I've got a piece of ash. It usually does work on the ash bowls because it's a different type of texture. So I'll just get this down to round.
Nice.
And then we'll start doing some texture.
The way Wayne says, when you're doing a box, you want the closest grain wood you can get. So I've got a piece of ash on the lathe.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most open pieces of.
Yeah. Because I like to experiment and I like things that go bang.
Because I can.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right,
so should we check out who we've got in this evening? We have got the rock star himself, AGK Woodworks. Hey. Precious. Oh, yes. We've got Andy H's for turning. We've got Bonnie and the Jets herself. We've got Colin Izzard. We've got Door 60. We've got Doug Miller at Woodspun Round. I'm not sure whether this is the man himself or whether it's the Beaver. We've got Hodgepodge Woodworks.
And Harry.
James Crawford. Jenny Jen Smith. We've got the original, the one and only, sometimes replicated, usually by her husband, Jennifer Stroughton of Jennifer's Craft and Creations. We've got Jennifer. Knights Eternal. And Malcolm Douglas. Are you ready, JP? We've got my mate lost somewhere in time, Mark L.
Can you hear me?
On thin ice tonight, yeah, Mark. You are indeed, are. We've got Rain, Sleet and Snow, the Ditch Finder General himself, Martin Breeze, Norman Greenwell, Old Man River Wood Turner, Pete from Twisted King, Robert Buchanan, Hurst, Susie Swiss Wood Turner, Tony Smith. We've got Huey Klein. Not Huey Lines, no, Huey Klein. We've got, are you ready, JP? We've got It's a Whole Nother Country, Ward Wilson.
This is Whole Other Country.
Yeah. We've got Weavel's Teckle Turnings, Wesley Hanna, William Kenny, and of course, one and only man himself, Wood Wizard himself, Mr. Wayne the Wood Turner, the Wood Whisperer.
You're turning a toothpick, Wayne.
Yeah, he's turning a very thin box.
Make it shaving.
Mind you, with a gouge that big, it'd be a shame not to.
Yeah.
If I've missed anybody, I do apologise, and I've no doubt we'll pick you up in the chat. but good evening, everybody.
Mick Fagan's just turned up. Hi, Mick.
Spotted, nice one.
There you go. If anybody's wondering where Drilly is,
He's on vacation.
You have way too much time on your hands. Rage.
John Scarborough's in as well. Hello, mate.
how you doing?
Markel said he thought that blank was a whole lot bigger the last time he looked. Yeah, it was.
It was. I do like watching Wayne use a skew. Fills my heart with joy, it does.
Excuse me. You like watching Wayne?
Use a skew.
Yeah, 13th Duke of Winburn. Whatever.
Right, so what we've got there is, if you imagine that being the stem for a goblet, and what I'm going to use is the Robert Sorby texturing tool. I've got the stabilizing bar on this one. It's a 4mm cutter that I've got on here. And the way that you do this, have the tool rest away from the piece so you can actually get the rest on.
I've got to
What
say,
you
Wayne,
want to
before you carry
have-
on, it looks very familiar
Yeah.
to one of Mike Walt's. 'Cause it's got no
Looks
top.
like a toilet
It's got
no
no
plunger.
bottom.
drop on it.
It looks like a toilet plunger.
Oh, not again. You did a butt plug this week. It's all toilet jokes for you, isn't it, JP?
Yeah.
Right. So what I've got the tool rest set. So this will actually cut when it's on, when the bar is horizontal and on center height. We just need it down a little bit more.
Right, Stephen the Wood Dude has joined us, John McDonald, and Brian at Hartwood Turning.
And
So you have the
Katie, your
speed
cornish
set.
painting.
It's
Katie's just joined as well.
speed set
Right,
at
Katie.
around about 500. Let's see what this.
Phew, thank God he didn't say 495, because I
Show it
can't do
better.
that.
Right, we'll do this one.
It looks like
So what you do
Nice.
is, oh, it's actually 485.
Oh, no.
You introduce the tool to the wood. Hello, wood.
My name's Tool.
And you just start making the cut like that. So I hope you can't see that very well.
Wood tool.
Go back to this one. So it's actually started making the cut there.
Yep.
And you go back in and you just start slowly going along the piece. And then coming back.
So good they named it twice. Connie's here. Woohoo! How's the move going, Connie?
Hotbot says you should have used some conversation
birthday,
starter before
Connie.
the introduction.
Oh, yeah. It's
Ooh.
Connie's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
Post horn. Job done.
And the H is for turnings here. Did you say him earlier?
Oh dear, Jay was the second one, mate.
Sorry.
That's good.
Wasn't
Though, no,
listening.
better to say hello to people twice than to ignore them, mate. I'm up with that.
We forgot to say canny.
You cheeky girl.
Happy birthday to Connie. Happy birthday to Connie.
Put some purple hearts in the chat for Connie.
That
Because it's her
sounds like a
birthday.
plan.
And we love Connie.
That sounds like a
When
plan.
you- When you're doing this, Wayne,
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
trying to get the cutters to stay in the same grooves just to increase
Yes,
the depth?
the cut now. As you can see, I've stopped the lathe there so you can actually see the spirals. I hope you can see them. Does that need to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
zoomed
see
in
them, mate.
anymore,
Yeah.
do you think? Right. So what you can do, obviously, I have stopped the lathe, and you want to get them back into the same grooves again. So you just go back to the start, and that's them back in the same grooves.
They're not New York grooves, are they? They're back.
Did Madonna sing a song
back
about
in New
this?
York grooves.
Could be.
She did. She said, "Get into the
Get into the
groove,"
groove.
and I said, "Don't be
That's not
dirty."
Prove
That's all you ever think
your
about.
ass to me.
Paula's in. Hello,
Hi, Paula.
Paula.
Hi, Paula.
How you doing there, pet?
Hey, Paula.
You forgot to say Auf Wiedersehen, Jamie.
Well, she's just turned up. She's not going.
Katie said she doesn't understand how the tool is doing that. I told you the man is a wizard.
Katie,
Okay,
it's
Paula's confusing me now. She says, I'm canny pet.
There you go. She's canny.
Katie, it's the rotation of the wood driving the disc, which is the tool. The tool has teeth on it, and they're biting into the wood.
John Scarborough is asking
There
a
you
question, Wayne. He said,
Yeah.
is the bevel of the cutter upper or lower, please, Wayne?
It's lower. The bevel of the cutter is lower. And it's set, I think this is set at around about, I think it's around about 5 degrees. It's either 5 or 10 degrees from the cutter being horizontal. It's set about 5 degrees off horizontal there, 10 degrees off horizontal.
And
Okey doke.
And what happens is, like, yeah,
Sorry, Rex is asking how much pressure are you applying?
not that much to tell you the truth, because this is actually a brand new cutter, because I buggered up the last 4mm one I had, so this is a brand new cutter. So I'm not using a hell of a lot of pressure on this at all. And what you do, you just keep on going, you just get back into the groove again, and just keep on going along until you form a full spiral. You can offset this the other way, so you can actually get a different shaped spiral coming in from the other end if you want. So that's basically how you do the wine goblet stem. For doing a box, how are we doing on time?
Yeah, we're doing
You're
fine.
12
Alright.
minutes past, so you're fine, mate.
Mark L says, is that metric or an imperial angle?
Ah, now there, you've got us there, Mark. We're not sure.
Ah. Seeing as how it's 10 degrees, I would think it's imperial. But it'll work the same as metric.
Well, I'd actually say it might be metric, because when you think about it, I mean, Celsius is measured in, like proper degrees, isn't it? Not like that, that oldie-worldy stuff. Fahrenheit. Even the name sounds old-fashioned.
Right, let's get this box blank on here.
Kevin 9K Creations is in, and he said, by the way, the derailleur gear didn't work, not enough teeth.
Glenn's in. Yorkshire Kid. Hello, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Hello.
Hello, Glenn.
Go on, Jamie. Oh, okay. All right, my ideal chance. All right.
With hands that feel pity can be soft as your face. With light brown Yorkshire gritty.
And now you're all scarred for life.
I'm hoping you were going to do the other one.
Do it
for
Yorkshire!
That one. Yes.
Yeah. Jamie, have you just opened up the melon oil?
No, I
Ricky's
haven't.
appeared. Hey.
Roy's the
Roy's
boy
the
says,
boy.
bring back Joe, please. Hello, all. We need to get Joe to do a recording so we can use it.
I've got a recording of her doing it.
Have you?
I'll send it to you.
Okay, send it to us and we can edit it.
Bear with.
Katie's got a dash. She says she'll catch up
Take
with
it
this
easy.
later. Catch you later, Katie. Oh, ho, ho.
Mark Glynn says, Joe says you're on thin ice. He's been on thin ice for years.
It's too late to
It's-
Aye,
listen to
absolutely,
Jamie.
years.
It's the night of thin ice.
Joe, anything that Jamie does with that video that I just sent him is Jamie's fault.
Got nothing
so
to do
James-
with Mark whatsoever.
So Jamie's on thin ice as well.
Yep.
Roy, I'm going to presume I did. There's a package in there, but I was very late getting back tonight. I only just managed to get into the StreamYard with only about 4 minutes to spare, mate. Literally. But I will be opening it after this, and I shall let you know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be your package, mate.
Right, just going to take this down to get rid of that. Oh, I thought I might be able to just shape that.
Oh well.
She just said, if you did, you're dead. And I believe Glyn, because that's just what Joe would say about that whole thing. And she'd
I've
be
died
saying,
4 times.
yeah, and she'd be
One more
saying,
ain't gonna bother me.
Beckett, you're going to get battered.
Watch it, Beckett.
Right, so I'm just going to shape the top of this just to get rid of that flat spot.
Joe, I'm sure that whatever Jamie does will be kind and respectful. Because Jamie values his life
And
just as much as I do mine.
and in good taste as well.
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It'll be all
As
done in the
always.
best possible taste. Just as Kenny Everett would say. Don't worry, John. I just about had time. The barmaid was on tap, so I said, and she said, go and grab a quick shower, I'll make you a drink. See, I can't say no further than that.
I'll tell you what she just said to
You
me.
got it, Glenn, you got it. He did have some funny characters.
Right, go on, let's keep it classy. Wayne Bigfoot's just joined. That'll mean Auntie Val's there too.
That will mean that if Wayne's there, then the lovely Valerie will be there as well. So, good evening, people. How are yous? I have no idea why it tried to block that comment, have you?
No, YouTube doesn't like the word big feety,
How weird.
but it lets Cupid stunt through.
Yeah. Just make sure you haven't had a few rums when you say it, though, or it'll come out the other way.
Jamie's gone very quiet, which is very disturbing.
I bet you if we could see him now, he's looking down.
Jamie, This is Joe we're talking about now.
You'll be correct.
Copper Owl Wood Turning's in, and so is Jacob from Jacked Up Leatherworks with his specially made quiver.
Right, so I'll just make a part and cut where the lid's going to be.
Martin, Jamie is sleeping. That don't happen, Martin. You can come on Facebook any time of the day or night. Jamie is on here.
And I'll start to do a part and cut for the bottom of the box as well.
Oh, this is for Brian's benefit. A no cut line. He forgets to do with great regularity.
Right, let's move some stuff out of the way.
I don't know. I have to ask. Brian, have you got a number one hollower?
No, I don't think he does.
Right, so for putting decoration onto the lid of a box, you can actually use a different tool. You don't have to use the Sorby hollowing tool. You can use the Henry Taylor. What do you call it, Mark? The Henry Taylor one?
Decorating elf.
Yeah, the decorating elf, which I was going to use tonight, but I can't bloody find it. So what I am going to use is a chatter tool. This is a Robert Sorby chatter tool, which I've had for absolutely years. So it's got the handle, it's got the stem. The stem is cut on a slope. So the piece of high-speed steel that fits in the end, which is just a thin piece of high-speed steel, is actually angled down. Okay, and it fastens in with a thumb screw there. And what you do is you're reaching quite far over the tool rest. You want to reach quite far over the tool rest because you actually want the tool to vibrate. And that's what gives it the texturing.
So you've made it that shape and then you want vibrations. Wayne, come on. That's an
He
innuendo,
talks
Wayne.
about good vibration.
Oh, Royce,
That means yes, I am done.
Roy's the boys
That didn't
kicked
actually do
in.
very much.
Roy's the boys kicked in with Huey. That's like asking him if he's got an SK114. I never said a word about that, Brian. I was just trying to find a kindred spirit that you know didn't own a number one hollower yet.
No, I've never used one of these, Wayne. And I've always thought that they could be quite random.
They can
As
be
in-
quite random. I've got a little bit of a pattern there. I'll just turn the tool rest round,
As in
bring
you
it
never
out
get
here,
the
see
two-
if I can get.
Two shapes the same twice.
No. Yeah, there's a little bit of a pattern there as well. I'll be able to show you when the box is done. What I'll do, I'll just take that off. Small parting tool.
Vicky's doing different methods of texturing. Not really sort of making one specific thing. Aston's in from I Want to Make Stuff.
How you doing?
Mark L said Mike Peace has a video showing how to make a texturing tool that is like the decorating elf.
You can use one from an old broken rotary tool as well.
I haven't seen a decorating elf, and now it's got me puzzled and got me
Right,
curious.
basically, right, what it is, like Jamie said, you can actually use a a tool from a Dremel tool. Okay, let's put not wrong one, that one. Right, so what you've got with the decorating elf is 3 tools. There's one shaped like this, there's a parallel one, and I think there's another one as well. And all the stem does, actually in the handle of the decorating elf, right at the front of the stem, it's basically a piece of brass with a hole drilled in. And all this does is just slot into there, and then as the wood's spinning, you hold it up against the wood, and it just spins round and gives decoration.
Oh, that's easy enough. I think I might be able to manage that.
It's a parallel one, that one, and a round one.
Right.
There you go.
I can turn a nice little piece of brass, whop a hole in that on the metal lathe.
Yeah, just get a drill chuck or something like that. And put it. Put your own handle into it. Make
That's
your own
fine.
handle.
That video just sent me Jamie's fine. You have my approval. Not that you need it.
You talking about this one?
For hands of pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Hey! There we go. That's a proper rendition.
I'm sorry, Joe. He made me do it.
No, I really didn't, but it's fine.
So basically we're going to do the same on this as what we did on the stem for the goblet. So we just want to have a spiral for the outside of the box.
I'm not believing that. He says, well, you see, Huey, at the North Pole, Santa has assembly elves, shipping elves, and decorating elves. I don't think I need to go on. Pretty self-explanatory. Hold on a minute. You're not the guy in the red suit, are you, that told me to sit on your knee?
I've just got to nip upstairs, guys. I'll be back in a sec.
Ooh,
oh, mate.
Hello. Lots of opportunities. Yes, Bonnie. Handed out on a plate. Yeah, I might give that a go, Mark, to be fair. It's
Mark's not there. He's gone upstairs.
no Mark L.
Oh.
Not Mark B.
Can he hear you?
He can hear me.
Let's see how that's doing. It doesn't feel like that's cutting very well. No, it's not. It's just tearing the absolute crap out of that.
Bonnie says, meant to hit the thumbs up.
Oh, yes, good idea. Right, let me just open that up and copy and paste.
I have got a video of doing a spiral box.
Is that a bit like a Blue Peter moment where you go, I've got one over here already prepared? I do like those.
Got a Blue Peter.
Yes, she's absolutely right, though, Jamie. Have you seen this? There's 73 lovely people watching on my computer, and there's 29 thumbs up, which, by my reckoning, means there's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Nah, that's just tearing that. You get the idea from when I did the wine goblet stem or the goblet stem of what that'll actually do. So if you just bear with me a couple of minutes, what I'm going to do is take this part off here, and then we'll carry on and do the bowl.
Oh,
texturing on a bowl.
Oh, I can do it now, Wayne. 75 people watching, 35 thumbs up. Oh, that means 40 people have an opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity. Smack that thumbs up. Don't be one of the 40.
Ooh, that might be a little bit low.
Donna's here.
Hello, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
That Wayne will
Right,
know
a
what
lot
this
of the
means.
modern
That's a 5 jelly baby moment.
right on the modern Robert Sorby texturing tools. You actually have a thumb screw on this, but this is one of the old ones. This has got an Allen key on there.
Alan.
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 Take that off. Right, now the cutters you get for this, you get you've got the 4mm cutter, which is the one I'm going to probably use. You get a diamond one, which is just basically like a cog. You get a 2mm cutter for very fine work, and you get a 6mm one as well. And I think there are a couple of extra ones. Now on the things themselves, you have 3 washers. 2 washers go on one side, and 1 washer goes on the other side.
So, here's
Okay,
a
I'll
question,
watch
Wayne. How do you actually come about sharpening them, or don't you?
Right, you can use just a diamond card to sharpen them. They tend to work not too bad.
Okay. I guess you could use a diamond belt if Steve and Mark didn't nick it.
You don't know the only high speed steel. You don't need to use a diamond belt. The thing is, with actually putting them on to something like the Pro Edge, you can't actually get the angle properly, which is how I knackered up the last 4mm one that I had.
Actually, Jamie,
Brian's the latest culprit, isn't
I'm
he?
going to say, actually,
He
James,
put a
remember
video
what I
out
told
on
you?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
put-
birdie told me that he came into one. I don't know if Steve or Mark sent it to him.
Yeah. He actually put a video out of
second
it.
one.
Fred Gilliver's in. Hello, Fred.
Hello, Fred. Hey, Fred.
You just have a little bit of difficulty getting these bloody washers lined up. So the original texturing tool, I believe, was designed by a wood turner called Tracy Owen, and Robert Sorby got their design from there. And Simon Hope's texturing tool that he's selling now is also based on Tracy Owen design as well.
Shamelessly name drop. I was talking to Simon at the Chestnut Weekender, and he says that his texturing tool isn't so much a cutter as more of an impression tool.
Right.
It's not sharp.
Is that a big piece of ash, Wayne?
No, it's a small piece.
Small piece of ash.
Everybody likes a piece of ash.
Up there. So has anyone seen Richard Raffin's latest video with the asymmetric sharpening of his ball gouge?
No.
I
I
saw his
haven't. No.
bowl one. came out today.
So he's done an asymmetric. So one wing is obviously longer than the other. Then.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this wing, the left-hand wing, is really swept back, and the right-hand wing is more like a traditional English grind.
Stuart
Oh,
Farini's just joined. Hi, Stuart.
Hey, Stuart.
Hello, Stuart.
How you doing?
Mark L said the Wagner texturing tool is also more of an embossing tool than a cutter. All right.
You can also get the knurling tool as well, which was used a hell of a lot in metalwork, but they do one for wood turning.
So does it work on a similar basis where you have like the two opposing wheels?
Yes. Yeah, it'll give you.
right.
No, it'll give you like a crosshatch.
Yeah.
I think Axminster sell one.
Oh, I might have to have a look in there next time I'm over at Nuneaton Axminster.
Stuart says it's nice to see and hear you all, and to read the comments.
Chase from Wedgwood Works is in as well. Hello, mate.
How you doing?
Hodgepodge says, I found a hammock often gives a cross-batch impression on my ash. I think I know where he's going with that one. He looks like a ham when he's been in it.
I think Stuart can give us a good impression of what the hope texturing tools are like, because he's got a set.
Roy, you've never been to an Axminster yet? Well, be prepared to hold on to your wallet very tightly.
Metro Pack, don't take it with you.
Greg Alexander's in. Hello, Greg. And so
you
is
doing?
Ash at Coity's Shed. Hello, buddy.
Stuart says he likes the Simon Hope one.
Stephen, Roy, don't go! Yeah, it is something I'm going to get eventually, but not yet. There's a million and one things Wayne keeps doing that I'm trying to replicate as it is.
Well, you got the dirty workshop down to a T.
It was quite clean when I went out of there last night. To a point.
What was it like when you come back in?
I ain't been in, have I? Only just about got in here on time.
Can't bear to look at it.
No, I'd love to go out and see what the paint job's like on the Voice, but it's not something I'm that worried about. Wesley Hannah's got to get ready for work. He says, good demo, Wayne, and he'll catch us all later.
Take it easy.
Have a good one, Wesley.
Cheers, Wesley.
Woodwork Learner says, hi all, going to behave, no pictogram jokes, etc. Oh, would you? Would you indeed? Roy, don't let that put you off. It's well worth a visit. Super worth a visit. A record power 110 mark with quick release. It's for a restoration challenge that the lads in the group, the other group that I've hung around with for a long time, they every now and again we do a challenge. We've done copper fish and tables and all sorts. And this time round, one of the lads decided that we were going to bring something back to life. So something over 50 years old, and this is well over 50 years old. So I was going to do it anyway. It just made me even keener to do it. So hopefully, if I can get the video edited on time, it'll be a reveal on Saturday night.
Hey, Jamie,
Either
can you
way
see the
round,
picture?
Wayne. Either way round, Wayne. We've decided we're going to go live on Saturday night.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to be, 3 sheets to the wind by the end of that live. That's guaranteed.
That'd be fun. Is it going to be on your channel?
Yeah, more than likely. Brian's asking, what's the number one hollower, Andrew? I get the feeling JP's going to show us at some point.
No.
Oh, that's all right.
Right,
Something that's very much needed. A bit like an SK114 truck, Brian.
That wasn't me, Brian. Benjamin's in. Hello, Ben.
Just BM'd you, Jamie.
Yeah, I'd see it, mate. I'm just going to look.
John's asking, wasn't Andrew going to put a video out? Has he got a video tonight, Jamie?
I don't know, is he? He hasn't told me a day.
AGK. If he is, have we got a link?
If he is, then I can get a link.
Well, he's in the chat, isn't he? So, Andrew,
He's
have
in
you
the
got a
chat,
live
and he
tonight?
And he can book it. I don't think he'd be going live. Unless he is, obviously.
I mean a premiere. I know what I meant. I'm just,
If he wants me to set it up, then I will do. I'll set it up to go live straight after Wayne.
Right, I'm just going to sand this to 240. Now again, using the texturing tool, you need to have the tool rest a bit away from the workpiece. Have it set so again you're going to be cutting with the bar horizontal. Now usually for getting a spiral type effect, what I do is that I have the bevel coming in for the cut, not the sharp point coming in for the cut. So you have the bevel coming in for the cut. You can actually mark on there where you want the texture to be. So if I do a small bit of texture right in the center here, out to the line. And as you can see, I think you can actually see that's the cutter. If you imagine that being 12 o'clock, the cutter is around about 2 o'clock there. Okay. You can have it, you can actually start it off. That's at about 1 o'clock. You can start it off there, and as you're moving out, you can actually move it. So you get different shapes when you're coming out. Again, you'll be able to see that better once I get it finished and show it to the camera. You can get different effects just using the point part of it at 12 o'clock.
Oh, I've never seen that, Wayne. I've never seen you change the angle of approach during the move.
But during the move, yeah, it actually gives it gives just a little bit of a different effect because you're going in at a different angle, obviously.
All right, I've never seen that. That's interesting.
Right, here's a question for you, Jamie. I think you're probably going to be the best one to answer this. Bonnie's asking, is the carbide cutter different on a hollower, or is it just a different type of handle?
Yeah, it's a smaller cutter to the standard one.
And I can show you the difference now. So I went in with the point on that one. As you can see, we've got like a point on one side, we've got a bevel on the other side. So I'm still going to go in at 12 o'clock, but I'll use the cutter at the bevel, and you'll be able to see the different effect you get. So that gives a bit of a different effect there. You can put a step onto your piece. I'll just go in here.
I've set up Andrew's premiere to go live at 9:30 tonight.
Fine, I should be finished.
Wayne Bigfoot says you can't use it at 1 o'clock on Fridays because Wayne's on.
Right, so what I'm going to use just on this step part here, I'm actually just going to use the flat of the tool. Just again, see if I can get a different effect on there. Yes, so that gives a different effect on there. And I'm going to see if I can actually get something right on the step.
I haven't actually tried, Mark, because this is intact. It's been very well looked after, and it was donated to me from, well, I say donated, it was given to me by an engineering firm in Birmingham who were just getting rid of some surplus equipment.
Right, so now I'm going to put a series of lines in again, just so we can get
Aston's
some
asking what speed are you
definition
at?
in here. I'm actually going too fast. I should be at 500.
He's at 500.
I'm at 500 now.
Oh, definitely, Mark. I was well impressed. Definitely.
I've actually got a really good DVD that Jeff Hornan done with loads of texture, and I can't remember what he called it. It was the blue, you know, the blue one that he done.
Yeah, I can't remember because I was going to mention Jeff because he did he's done loads of these types of things. Absolutely loads of them.
Oh,
yeah.
As he's in the chat, Stuart is one to watch as well, isn't he? He does
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find his video. His
Is it a St. Wood studio? Is that Derek?
That's my mentor, Derek. Yep.
There you go.
Derek.
Hello, Derek. Good to see you, mate.
Well.
Moroccan Blue, that's the one.
That's it.
Yeah, I've got the DVD for that.
I did or I should say, Jeff did a masterclass on doing that at, I think it was 2017 UKIS, I think it was.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Moroccan Black, which is something totally different.
We actually haven't had a question for the chat yet, have we?
Check this guy
No.
out as well. There's the link to Stuart's channel.
Stuart, yeah.
So here's a question for the chat. Would you rather be taught to wood turn by a 6 foot mark looking duck or a 6 foot duck looking mark?
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry.
There you lost me there, Jamie.
Did you drink my rum? Is that why the glass is empty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a mark that looks like a duck or a duck that looks like a mark?
Well, how would you know it was a duck if it looked like a mark?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that, Vicky.
Mark with feathers.
6 foot mark looking duck. Yeah. Quack.
Jamie's quackers. Jamie's gone quackers, I know that. Derek says, Wayne, nice to see you. Are one of the few not promoting an axe smock.
Not what?
Not promoting an axe smock.
Yeah, we don't.
Axminster.
Yeah, Axminster. Well, that one there, just like
Yorkshire grit.
Yorkshire grit.
No, I think you mean
for Yorkshire!
Yeah, it's mint, man.
You obviously didn't watch my live today because I was wearing a different smock from my usual Axminster.
Was it a nice, bright, colourful one?
Thanks,
Was it yellow and gold?
It was black and yellow. Thanks for the support, Derek. Nice to see you were watching.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is the intrinsic colours. Now, when I bought this, it was stone blue. I think it's called sky blue now.
Yes.
Jen's put blue hearts out there. We know Jenny loves her blue.
Mm-hmm. That's because Jenny's good people.
Wedge says it looks almost denim blue.
Oh, do you remember them adverts at Christmas, Mark?
It was, Stuart. It was. And it was such a good video. It almost tempted me to buy one. But I forgot when we were at Chestnut. And I actually didn't buy anything off Simon that weekend.
Have you still got that link, Mark? Could you send it to us?
Which link?
The one you put in for Stuart's texturing video.
Oh, I just put in for his whole channel.
Oh, okay. I'll go and have a look for it. So I can't find it.
I'll do it now. It's all right. Hold on. I know where it is.
So all I'm doing here, I'm using some bronze embellishing wax, also from Hampshire Sheen, just to go over the texture. I might use a different coloured one as well.
That's a deep blue.
Rub that.
It's like Wayne. He's applying makeup to it. Woodwork learner.
Luckily, he's not using his wife's blusher brush, though.
Oh, don't now. Don't get me into trouble.
He does do it. I've got Simon's 6mm and his 10mm. And I did think maybe I should just buy the 8mm because it seems rude not to have the full set. There's the link for Stuart's texturing tool video that he did. It's the Simon Hope one.
Yes, but more importantly, Mark, is Woodwork Learner correct? He says, Mark, your smock was not quite the colour you thought it was going to be, was it?
No, it wasn't. I did make a mistake. I meant to buy the smock that is the colour of the one Wayne is wearing, and I accidentally bought the black and yellow one instead.
Oh, dear.
But it does kind of make sense now with everything that's happened.
Roy, I was trying to apply gold leaf, and I needed a soft brush, and I knew exactly where there was one, so I borrowed it, but it got gold leaf and glue stuck to it, so it couldn't be returned. Yes, so it vanished like a wrinkly ninja.
When she comes to use it, it's going to be like she's been out in Brighton for the weekend.
No, when she comes to use it, she'll wonder where the hell it is because it's not there. Luckily enough, she wasn't in at the time, so it could be anybody.
Could be.
Hopefully by then, the pack of brushes that I've ordered will have arrived.
How are we doing on time?
It's
5 more minutes to
55
go.
minutes past the hour, mate.
Right. So what I'll do,
Sneaks is out there.
I'll just give this a quick polish.
I need to buy
Yo! Sneaks!
I'm using a cloth on this, which I don't usually do, because with the texture and using paper, it tends to rip and get into all of the texture.
Put some flex arms out in the chat for Sneaks.
Anita's in as well.
I need a curler.
No,
Wayne, shall I do the safety thing? Do you want to?
Yeah, you can do. No, you can.
Right. Wayne's using a cloth, which we all say you should never take a cloth to a lathe. But if you hold it properly, if it does get snagged and pulls away
It'll
from
fly.
you, it'll fly off. If you wrap a cloth around your fingers and it gets caught, you'll lose your fingers.
It'll take them
So
with it when it flies off.
make sure if you use a cloth on a lathe, you hold it properly, like Wayne is,
And the
between his
last
finger
thing I want to
and
do is lose my fingers in this workshop. I'll never find them.
you never find.
Will it be Finder's Game?
Right, I'm using
I'm so happy you know everything. About everything.
What's the name of that texturing tool again, Mark? The Henry Taylor one?
Oh, the decorating elf, man. Come on.
The decorating elf.
Decorating
Right.
elf.
You also get this brush along with the decorating elf for cleaning up the texture. So I'm just going to use this to get any excess wax out of the texture.
It's
I
wax
just made
on,
my own one of them.
wax off.
I can't believe, Wayne, you can find the different heads for the tool. You can find the brush for the tool, but you can't find the bloody tool itself.
It's in that pile under the lathe.
It's because they're called elves, and he hates everything to do with Christmas.
Right, change camera.
Jamie, I reckon it's with the procs on
It's only
underneath the
small.
lathe.
There's
Yeah,
only
probably.
a small 6-inch tool.
6
Are you
inches
sure
is
it's
small.
not one of those?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not one of those at the back there?
No, it's not. It's definitely not. I'd recognise it because of it would have the brass ferrule up at the end of the thing. It'll turn
You
up.
ain't had Huey in your workshop recently, ever? He's been talking about stealing stuff from mine.
Oi.
Right, so what we've done tonight. Oh, hang on, wait, I'll clean my glasses. I can't see your bloody thing.
Yeah, Mark L said it's probably sitting on a shelf somewhere, like an elf on a shelf.
Stuart, you need to watch Brian at Hardwood Turning and look at his smocks.
Nice.
Right, there you go. That's the spiral on the stem done with the Robert Sorby 4mm
I do
cutter.
like that. You like that?
That I don't know if you can see it very well. You can't actually see that very well, but that's the it's very fine, the texturing that you get with a chatter tool. But that was done with a chatter tool, and this is the different types of effects you can get using the Robert Sorby. Again, I've only used the 4mm cutter on the Robert on this, and just using different ways of approaching the wood, different points of entry. Yes, yeah, that's another guy who, if you want to see texturing, watch Nick Agar. He did the first Viking bowl with texturing and sunrise. Martin Saban Smith did one a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did one a lot of years ago. But Jeff is the one who's done loads of them. He did a whole series of them in different colours.
Colin Way did a good one as well. But he did credit Nick Agar.
There you go.
He shamelessly ripped off Nick Agar.
Martin's video was the reason I got into wood turning.
Oh, we've got him to blame, have we?
Yeah.
Right. So I hope you enjoyed that. And like I say, I'll get this bowl finished at some point. It'll probably go to the shop to tell you the truth, but I'll get this finished at some point. And let you see the finished item. And again, thanks everybody for coming in. Thanks to my worms. I'll better bring them back in.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Thanks to my earworms.
Just let everybody know, Andrew's got a premiere coming up in 30 minutes.
Grand.
So
Nice.
I'll post a link out there again.
It's a good one. I've seen it.
It is a good one. I edited it.
In fact, when he was actually filming it, he pressed the wrong button and went live. And there was me. I think it was me, Anita, and Amy were in there watching. And I sent him a message and told him there was no sound on, so he finished it.
Derek said I had to get Colwyn in there. I'm contractually obliged to mention him whenever I can.
Right, guys. Again,
coming over here.
Right, I'll be back on Friday lunchtime. Friday night we've got the quiz. Battle of the Makers is back on Friday night.
Yeah.
Saturday is a very, very important day because Saturday is the first anniversary of Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Correct.
With lots of giveaways on there. If you've been watching over the past few weeks and managed to get entered into the for the giveaways. For those of you in the States, Jake did put a thing up on Insta yesterday.
Instagram, yeah.
About the Illuminite giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, there isn't for. It's only for people in the States. That one is. So that'll be a good watch on Saturday, the first anniversary.
Yeah.
Jake's probably jumping about the workshop at the moment.
Yeah.
Worrying about us. Right, I'm going to press the button.
Mandatory. Is beard mandatory?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right,
no, I've got to have a
press
shave. I'm just feeling a bit unkempt.
And I hope everybody else enjoys the rest of the day, evening, night time, early morning, or whatever time it is. And I will see you again on Friday. I've pressed the button, guys.